Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce our first paper for the day, exploring JKR Green Plan Sustainable Buildings. Please welcome Engineer Gopal, Narian, Kutty.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I thank you, all of you, for coming in, make it possible. Because you see, this morning, Minister was very happy with the performance of the team, actually, the BSEEP team and the partners. So with that, I will start my presentation. Mostly is on achievement by JKR. Most of you know, when there's a problem, potholes, JKR, remember JKR. We are also seriously involved in energy. And this particular conference actually to inform what you've done over the years and the way forward. Okay? Right. Okay, this is just to give you the rough indication. I think all of you have seen this before. The erratic rainfall, flash flood, and all this are very serious now. Therefore, many international bodies have come out with initiative to overcome this thing. Yeah. So part of it is JKR, and also the BSEEP team was formed for that purpose. We were in this the team for past 7 years actually. I came towards the end to finish off the particular projects. So we have done a lot of things. I think many of the speakers are here. They're going to give a talk about individual achievement by the managers, yeah, related to energy initiatives. Okay, this is talking about the event way back in 1997 when the Kyoto Protocol was formed because of CO2 is increasing, and then many parties, and Malaysia is one of the signatories, who signed the thing and committed to the reduction of CO2. So the main idea of EE is our target, yes, but CO2 is our main intention. Okay. Okay. As you know, I think this figure comes up everywhere. For Minister's speech, I think Asfar just mentioned that too. 45%, 2030. That is our target. Yeah. If you see National Resources and Environment Ministry, they have a figure. I think we achieve around 30% at this moment in time. But again, the figure is just a figure, yeah. So the contribution from all of you are very actively involved in the energy-related industry and sustainability is very important, yeah, way forward. So in PWD or JKR is, a leading government technical agency. We have implemented many things for the government projects only. So we are not gone into a national level, but those projects given to JKR, we implement the best possible way, both sustainable aspect and also for energy efficient aspect. These are the initiatives. When you see this thing on the left, I think you can't see it, but this is what way back in 2002, our Director General of JKR came out with the energy efficiency aspect, sustainability. And the main thing we see from that, he mentioned, I don't have a pointer. You have a pointer, yeah? Okay. So we have more talking about cutting less trees. That's more sustainability aspect. Energy was not really specified in the particular mission, yeah? That was way back 2002. We call it JKR Green Mission 1. So coming 23rd of May, we're going to launch JKR Mission, Green Mission, Sustainability and Green Mission 2. Minister will officially launch on 23rd of this month. Yeah. Moving towards sustainability, we have over the time for 2002, now 2008, we revised the green policy plan, mission plan. As we go, we look at the importance of what we need in the nation. We change it according to requirement. Yeah? And now we're talking about more of, you see, more of resource efficiency. It came in already, resource efficiency. The earlier green mission, we didn't have that. So as we go, we're covering at the macro level, not just a micro. Yeah? So this is where we're changing the policy, changing the regulation in our tender specifications. Yeah? This is a sustainable development goal. I think most of you in this area, there are 17 goals. This is to transform the world to a better place to stay, right? And some of it are not under us. We are just concentrating on the building and also on the climate change aspect, sustainable cities. We're only taking 3 of those goals, and we're trying to achieve as much as possible. Yeah. This should be, every one of you should know this. At least place it in your office, right? So we know, we are always reminded about the responsibility. So I just want to mention various strategies have been designed to ensure all JKR projects are constructed sustainably. So our specifications, our drawings, our architects have come up with a lot of features, which is the building itself is energy efficient. As you know, like Minister mentioned just now, is how we run the building is another thing, the user. But we want to ensure the building itself is efficient. I can proudly say at this moment in time, our JKR design, if you just call a tender based on the specification we have, you can achieve easily below 180 kilowatt hour per meter square per year. That is what the norm is. But we're getting less than under 60. Okay, this is not talking about extra cost, the standard specs, minimum specs. As we also mentioned earlier, the Menara Kerja Raya, our latest showcase building, can go below 90 actually. Now earlier it was only 88, but because the data center came to picture and GBR is very firm about it, must include, become 19. So we're finding a way to bring it below 90, which is possible, because if you walk into the building, it's still, the lights are on, This is heavy for people. People still want to have the lights on, so we are going towards educating the people. And we have another 1 year to go, where we can hopefully, by then, we go below 90. Okay, this is also a JKR strategy plan. We have a JKR strategy plan 2016. That means we started in 2016. This is the second edition, early edition we had. And team 4, there are 5 teams, different area, technical excellence and all that. I can show you that. Team 4 is leading sustainability. That means the responsibility, entire division and branches of JKR have to follow this. This is a policy of the top management, where our DG, Dr. Roslan, already ensure that everybody follows that. And the team 4 is come under my branch responsibility, which is environmental, the energy efficiency branch, who's supposed to be leading and coordinating all the activities by various branches and units of JKR. Okay, this is the link between JKR strategy and framework and sustainable development policy. So when you come up with JKR strategy framework, we got to have a sustainable development policy. So to implement, you must have a policy. And this is what the policy all about. Our next slide will tell you. We got 10 subcommittees dealing with different various areas of sustainability. Okay. First, you can see cawangan perancangan pengurusan tapak lestari, that is management of a site, sustainable site. So that's under the civil, the senior director of civil is responsible. Anything dealing with that, whether upgrading or specification, new regulation, they are responsible. The same goes with the other. For example, water, we have quality sekitaran, dalaman, indoor air quality, different units are involved. They are supposed to have their own meeting with all the parties of JKR, relevant divisions. They have a discussion, and they must come out with output and policy matter, which will be presented to the top management for endorsement. This is ongoing. Every 5 years we have this plan, and as we go, we improve it. So this is one of the way we're doing it. And ensure that the scope is distributed evenly, all the senior directors and directors given a task to do. So nobody in JKR directors is free. Everybody is responsible for something. So this is an indication of any of you dealing with, for example, green, say CASKT. CASKT stands for Cawangan Alam Sekitar dan Cawangan Tenaga, my unit. Penarafan hijau, green rating tools. Green rating tools is come under the JKR Alam Sekitar, whereby we have JKR seriously, and then promoting PSJKR. PSJKR is the tool JKR themselves came out for own projects. And another one is MyCRES with the partnership with the CIDB. Now these rating tools are only we use for JKR implemented project. Don't misconstrue saying that it's all a government building. No, only those projects implemented by JKR, and the other ministries have their choice. Other ministries have the choice, but KETA is seriously promoting MyCRES. And JKR, we have a circular. Our DG came out circular last year saying that it's a mandatory for all JKR projects implemented by JKR. 50 million below we use PHJKR, and 50 million above use MyCRES, green rating tools. So I can say all projects implemented by JKR is green rated. Whether you're getting 1 star, 2 star is immaterial. They are green. As I mentioned earlier, without doing anything, we're going below the norm of BI in Malaysia. As from the study we did, some are getting 250, 300, some of the well-known building, 250, 300. And I was just talking to a team and walk into this building. is really an energy guzzler. You can see all the lights are on, you know. So compare with that, our specification for the government project easily can get 180, which is way below our target. When BSEEP was first launched, the inception meeting they had way back in 7 years ago, the target was 180, under 80 kilowatt, right? Hour meter square per year. That was a target. It's all captured. It's all minuted. But now we managed to achieve 160. See? So that was the achievement on our part. Okay, these are subcommittee I mentioned earlier. You can see on the left. I think, sorry, you can't see clearly because it's taken from a magazine, our own publication. Yeah. So each of them have a target. They must report continuously. There's no, and then my unit will coordinate. The event they don't do it, we ask them anything new. Okay, so this is the structure in JKR. Okay, this is another one. JKR Sustainable Development Policy, act as top management committee with outlines. Same thing just now. This is again we came out on policy. We see this policy is totally different. It's more on management, pengurusan kecekapan tenaga, energy management, energy efficiency management. It covers even broader scope of our implementation. So this is, as we go, we change it to suit the requirement of the nation. All right, this is just we got to blow our own trumpet, yeah. So we got a certification of an environmental management system, ISO, EMS 14001, and I think it's going to be renewed soon, expiring soon. And this is show we already done. I mean, as you say, we're going to walk the talk. We have that. We have an energy efficiency unit. We have an environmental management system. CIRIM certify that. We have that. All right. This also show that we also have energy management system, ISO Energy Management System 50001. We also have that. But it's only specific to JKR headquarters complex only. Yeah? We never cover the other buildings because to do energy management, you must have the control over the building. But if you go into the other building and manage it, difficult. Therefore, we have our own, and then we do it on JKR complex alone. And soon, I think with the cooperation of a BSEEP project, we got to install online energy metering, right? I mean, all the 9 buildings in JKR complex will be monitored daily, online. So currently what we have a bulk meter, we're not sure how much, which building is using what. But start from June, I think we have online metering, whereby we can really capture the energy used for various buildings. So therefore, we can even reduce further energy usage, you know. Currently, we don't not sure who's using more energy than the others. Because we got one common meter. As you know, the building is more than 30 years old. Therefore, at that moment in time, we didn't have all those facilities. But from June onward, we have the facilities, yeah. This is the process involved. When you see, I just not going to go through everything. From 2012 until 2017, the last one, we're going to launch our books and all that after this, yeah, from 2017. This is, we come up with policy pembangunan lestari JKR Malaysia. So there's a policy from all those green mission. We came out with a policy. Policies encompasses every portion of the construction stages, you know. And I will show you the magazine or our publication, the achievement in 2015. Right? I'll show you what have we done. As you say, I'm talking about building, but we have done more than building. Yeah, we did roads, we done water and all that. So this is a process involved from 5 years ago, and now we have changed a lot of policies and regulations in JKR. Okay, again, time working group again. They are appointed for 5 years. Yeah? That means 5 years is our strategy roadmap frameworks. For every 5 years we change. So they must come out, and their performance will be reviewed annually. That's the meeting chaired by the top management, and they will review what are the things that you can complete, what achievement that they have done over the years. And we come up with a sustainable development policy book now, also published every 5 years to showcase the achievement. Now, today I'm presenting a one or showcase of the achievement, what we've done over the past 5 years. Yeah? This is just the success of JKR sustainable policy, 2013, 2015. During the period of 2013 and 2015, what I'm going to show after that is achievement, where JKR have produced a lot of things, a lot of achievement, a lot of success that we attained based on the policy we had. You know? Can you see this? This is the one of our magazine. I think it's for you guys. I think we were only printed for JKR. And if you want a copy of that, we can always give you a copy. This is Perancangan Pengurusan Tapak Lestari, talking about the first of the committee with management of sustainable site. This is what they do. These are the activities. All these are activities they have achieved over the years. So you can just look at it. But some of it, rainwater, tanah and chero, slope and earthwork, how they do it. These are the actual results from our input from sustainability. Okay. Now this is pengurusan kecekapan tenaga. This is energy efficiency and renewable energy. This is the output. I can see the bangunan baru is here, new building. We're achieving 140 kilowatt. I don't want to mention 140 because somebody think might be possible. But our KSU himself is very keen. He want 140 for Kementerian Kerja Raya. So we are doing it. I think next year we will achieve that. So this is what you see. All the other things, not because building alone. We also involved in energy management system. We also be consultant for JPM, Prime Minister's office and all that. So this is the achievement, actual results from our activities over the years. This is another thing. If you see talking about building, there's also on the roads. They're talking about LED lights. Now we're trying to promote LED light for the roads. But the only thing is the cost is very high. And of course we have a technical unit. Their responsibility is under Cawangan electrical branch of JKR. So they do their viability study, payback period, and all that. So as you know, when you use LED light for the roads, it's good, fine, but it's a long ROI. So the cost factor is where it comes in. And that's where we hope the private sector who are doing this thing, they can come out with a proposal. And some of them plus roads are doing it. You can see Nilai side, they're doing it. But as you know, when you install a new LED light with no proper protection and all that, there's a failure. So, it's a pros and cons. We are learning. And you see now, some of you are lucky ones in KL, DBKL, to replace the lights into LED lights. Yeah? I'm one of the beneficiaries, very clear, very, very bright at night. So those of you no free time, daytime, you can play badminton at night actually. It's very bright. Yeah, my place is replaced it. It's very nice, very bright. But of course, the maintenance cost should be higher and ROI is high. But if it is a social contribution to the public, this is the way forward. But you're talking about how much profit you're going to get, then might not be the good choice for you guys. But I want you all to remember that this is for the future generation. Yeah, we are here and borrowed time, and we must leave behind for the future generation, like what our great grandfathers have done for us. But we're not doing that. Look at our rivers and all that. Yeah, it's damaged. So this is one way of doing it. And he also mentioned the 700,000 kilowatt you can save. Talking about just a basic calculation done. So this is the actual fact, actual results from our initiative. This is pengurusan alam sekitar dalaman, indoor air quality management. So we're talking about project baru Matuhi Garis Panduan. We have a guideline, and it's a mechanical division of JKR. They have a lot of new regulations coming out. So when they come out with regulation, all projects will use that specification, new specification. It's a standard. And those of you who are consultant dealing with JKR, you know, when you come to JKR, you use JKR standards. You don't have any different standards because we did try, and every consultant come out with different specification and different standards. Therefore, when you work with the JKR as a consultant, you were asked to use JKR standards. Therefore, the building will be standardized. Yeah. So this is things to do. You can see one of that is the 100% kebentuk bangunan baru. This is new building, or you comply to requirement. That's more of a purification, air filter they have. Okay. This also on the material. And you see recycled material, green product. We have a site, GPSS, a green product scoring system under MyCrash. We also, government have green procurement, all is going green. And green procurement under EPU dealing it, and JKR is also more part of the committee members. So that means even the procurement for government project, we're going green. Right? I mean, we went down to that level already now. It's no more that construction alone. It's not the implementer of the project. It's also the people involved in policy making. So I think EPU is very serious about it, and JKR is actively involved as a consultant and committee member in that particular arena. Okay, this is another one. IBS. I think most of you know about IBS. And recently, I think the government has announced and approved the Green Master Plan 2017-2050. Now, under that, I think most of you can access information. All project under government will be 100% IBS. That is the statement, yeah? By 2050, yeah, not immediate. But JKR's policy is immediate 100%. But the problem is the industry is not ready yet. So we have a lot kind of feedback from the industry saying that they can't manage it and the cost goes up. But if there's a lot of people coming in and IBS, the cost will go down. But for private sector, they have reduced not 100% to 70%. This is the Green Master Plan of the nation. Yeah? And you can see even payment, waterproof payment. JKR coming out many design, rubberized payment. So many things. So far, we can save CO2 reduction in our construction. That means you're going into a material and a method of installation. All right, and also for solid waste, the construction site, solid waste, they're following the Act, to follow JPS, Jabatan Kisaran Awam, no, sorry, JPS, environmental side. Follow the Act and follow the site management on disposal of solid waste. Pengurusan kecepatan guna air, water usage, and you say 100% project we're using MASPA and all that. So we are following that as possible. But again, I said all this, the provision we have in our contract, it depends on the budget that we have and how much the clients wants it. But we give them, this is a common building, this extra cost you require if you want all those features. But the energy part, we have tackled the energy part already. It's already, the building comes energy efficient. But the other extra things that you need to pay extra for to ensure you get a good quality product. So we have product IA, the 100%, we are following that. Recycle of the, what they call waste, also we're doing it. Not 100% of the projects that have the financial required to have recycling aspect. These roads I mentioned just now, pengurusan asset management. JKR is the custodian of the entire asset of the government. Yeah, they have a registrar, and then the building is known as MySpata. MySpata is the term they use. It is a record of all the buildings in the government. Government owns. So at this moment in time, it's approximately under 70,000 building we have, and it's all kind of building. I think our gentleman from asset is here, and Abu Arid is here. He's responsible for those things. So if we have a record, our record is not complete because it depends on who register. The software is there for all the ministry to register, but if you don't register a new building, you will not show in our record. That's ongoing. There's also upgrading the server and also the system, whereby it will be easier, convenient for people to key in. So this is we have, but as you say, it's not 100% recorded. It depends on the ministry concerned. But that is the directive from the government saying that all building must be recorded. So you know, the minute you say building A, I have the info, how big the building is, what is their capacity, what is the square area, how many rooms, the location, the land size we have. Okay, this is the social part. When you do all the other part, the important part is human touch. You can do all those things, but if you don't have a human touch, your office is not good. You might not be performing to the maximum of your capacity. So we have, I think, all those things, as you say, mentioned there, audit keselamatan jalan that we do for the satisfaction of our client, the road user. We also have our own internal, also we have, and the same one, yeah. This is Inovasi Technology Hijau, and this is so we have every year we have innovation competition. People come out with innovation. In fact, at this moment in time, 12 of JKR divisions are taking part in the exhibition now, and the competition going on. So this is how they encourage our young engineers to take part in these policies of innovation, mostly green. And then we have so far, I'm proud to say we have three innovation awards, green awards, and 6 patents. So these are some of it, and there are many designs that is not come to commercialization yet. Only one we have. Commercialization only one. Rest all, I think the commercial sector, when see green, they don't see green as money, They see green as putting money in, because green, any green construction, green thing, it costs money. It costs money first, yeah. You got to invest to get better return. But we are more talking about energy conservation. That's the first step. As you know, in the energy term, low-lying fruits, yeah. Energy, just conserve the energy, you can save 8 to 10%. This is from our ESCOs. I think Architect Zol is here, he's the man in charge of this thing. We have this thing, energy saving, energy conservation. You can start at home, 10% is no issue, you can do it. So this is the awards we got so far. Again, this is XR, come under the government one, indoor quality, environmental quality. We have annual competition, to ensure that the officers are nicely arranged, things are not everywhere. You can see government officers now in JKR and other government departments that neatly placed, things are placed nicely, recycle bins and all that. This is because we have continuous competition, continuous auditing done. I think my office just done last week, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They do every week. I make sure the tables are clean, make sure I dispose the papers. So we want the officers also to be environmental friendly and also safe to work in. So we already have a term, Go Green. Go Green is the term you use. Okay, this one May 2017, this is one I mentioned, it's not JKR Sustainability and Green Mission 2.0. Now if you see details, some of you can read it, we are more touching in every aspect of sustainability. Yeah? From the first time, Green Mission 1.0 is different, Green Mission 2.0 is totally different. It covers every aspect and areas of sustainability. And I'm not going to stress too much on this thing because you see it's not signed yet. It'll be signed and it'll display on 23rd. Minister going to launch it and then we can talk about it. Yeah. Because the signed copy, I think we didn't put in here because officially I cannot announce it yet. But this is what we do. We can look at it. We have covered even safety aside, especially mobile crane. This is a concern now. Everywhere the cranes are falling around, falling off. Why? The simple thing that the booms are up, they never put it down before going off. So we want to put it in our side, JKR construction side, that all these have been followed. And this will be audited by our team. Often now we go and audit them. Okay, even environmental, there are a lot of specification, a lot of requirement, but at the site, sad to say, not everybody's following it. So we have a unit, we do construction auditing, and come back, we give them NCR, things like that. So this is our new one. Now you put sustainability and green mission. For green mission, it can become sustainability and green mission. It covers the entire spectrum of construction industry. Yeah? Okay, this is one more thing I can say, but it is not open to public, only for JKR staff. We call Wiki Green. I think we have all thing about green is there. It's inside there for our own people. We have approximately all rank 30,000 people we have. And professional alone in JKR, we got approximately 3,800 people. So we want our own people to be well aware of what we have. So we have a Wiki Green, and it's accessible by them. So anything about green is there, right? But it's not open to public yet, because otherwise it'll jam out our server. So we're just having it for our own people. Then that's a thing. It's only by JKR, not for you guys. You can't access that. You need to have an SSO to access this. So this one of it. Now this one, the bulletin. Once we produce all those things, the 5 years plan we have, we come up with a sustainable bulletin. I mentioned that just on the photos I show you, all those things are the output, actual output. Yeah, they can't publish if it's not been showed with results. The output must be there and proven. So we have every year, and then this is this year 2016, and shared on Wiki Green. That means everybody knows what it is. Okay. Okay, I'm coming towards the end because I'm trying to get the time behind by 30 minutes, I know. So I want to get it fast. So the next speakers are here. So this is our showcase. Every time anywhere you go, this is the building you see, you know. But it's a beautiful building, and more can be done to reduce the energy usage in this building. Yeah, I have a video. The video was presented to Prime Minister. You know, Prime Minister when he came and visited officially, he officiated the building. So he was very proud of the building, and he want more building, such building in Malaysia. And I was there during the Green Master Plan approval. He said, engineers, we cannot design building like how we designed before. It has to be energy efficient building. Cannot. I'm only look at this building. It's not energy efficient at all. So it's come from the Prime Minister. He said we must change our style of living. We have to take care of the energy. That is his statement for the top man in Malaysia. So he himself is driving this on energy efficiency sustainability. Therefore, I think we are directly involved in this area should follow. And all the policy and the financial support, I'm not going to say it now. Every one of them are here. They will present you what the opportunity you have, right? MDB are here. So any questions you have, you can ask them. And end of this day, there will be a forum. Those of you want to stay back in the forum. We can discuss on that lah. Okay, so right, this just a short few slides I show on what the building all about, and then I show a video, and that'll be the end of my presentation. You can see this building is a unique triangulated glass with different reflective quality to create diamond or jewel effect. Now every one of the glass is different in shape, yeah, different in shape. So they coded. I think how many thousands they have coded. So if one cracks, you got to design according to that thing because it's a twisted building. But of course, it's a nightmare to our maintenance chap here, like Babu here. He got to design, make sure the design is there, dimensions is there for him to do. But the building is, you don't have to worry unless there's something beyond normal, it will not crack. Okay, it's a 30.38 mm glass. I think nearly got 4 layers of different things. It will not crack. And I can tell you, I was that building for 2 years. I enjoy the building. It's all glass. Of course, initially, and you see when people move into a building which is open, they don't like it. People can see what you're doing inside. But now you ask the occupant of the building, they're happy with the building. Yeah? I remember they complain about this thing, about privacy and all that, but now people like it. So it's just a matter of instilling the importance why you have the building, and people start enjoying it. Right? So this is one. So this is the challenge also when you come out with a design concept like this. The glass, make sure you have all the records, inventories are there, so we can always order, like take time. But this building, as I say, is 30.3 mm. It doesn't crack and come out. It will just a crack will be, so you will not break. All right, the same one. I told you how the angle, different angle, how it looks like. The effect was, anytime the sun rises, which direction there's a shine there, some area of diamond shape will be there. But unfortunately, people who stay in the building can't see all this. People outside, from far you can see it. You can see it very clearly from Dataran Merdeka. It's a beautiful thing from there. But those who are sitting inside the building, we can't see it. Yeah, so it's beautiful. But most of the people during construction say something wrong with the pillars because it's crooked. A lot of complaint from public. They're concerned that building might, from certain angle look like, it's crooked. But actually designed in such a way that it is there. All right, this is so to say the Green Building Index, IGBN Platinum. I think the first multi-story building. This is nearly 37-story building, yeah, 37-story. Of course, with the podium and all that, 37. Actual is 35. They call it 35 building, but there are 2 floors, podium. So actual height is 37. And we are in the process also certifying it under MyCREST, MyCREST. And GBI came in earlier, and some of you asked why GBI, why not MyCREST? But MyCREST was not there at all at the time. MyCREST just came in later, yeah. So we also want to certify under MyCREST. So MyCREST, I think there was somebody talking about MyCREST, I think, and then they will tell you about the process involved. So this is a GBR Platinum, and we got many awards. So I hope more buildings like this be around. All right, challenges. JKR will take the lead in championing green building for government projects. I always stress the government projects because there are other of you who are doing other green rating tools. We don't want to interfere with your way of doing business. It's just JKR building. We use JKR and MyCREST. The rest is the choice of the industry, because it costs money. We cannot force anybody to do. But CIDB in the process of doing rating on the tools. Yeah, they want to see the tools in Malaysia, green rating tools, and they're going to tell you pros and cons. They are in the midst of doing it. So it's just the information to the public, whichever they want to choose. But for us, we took JKR, MyCREST, and PHJKR. Government project implemented by JKR. It's not a government project by us. Because there are many projects done by the ministry themselves. So we won't be interfering in that. Okay, thank you. And I have one short slide The video, I think. Okay, show the video. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And those of you, if you think you want to visit the building, you only can write to JKR. Yeah? We can have a tour, right? Because currently a lot of requests from universities actually. Because if you want to learn anything about sustainability, active or passive, what they call design, is here. Everything is here. So many universities are doing research on this thing. So we encourage you to come. You want to come and see the building, yeah. So with that, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.